not raining.
You sure?
Yeah.
Open the car!
This is like really bad.
Shopping time.
Yay, I'm hungry.
Welcome to day number 9. Look at these clouds. Oh. So we're off shopping again, which isn't too bad, as it was a good few days since we went last time. It was a very, very brief break in the weather. It's been absolutely pouring down, gale winds and all that kind of stuff. What do you think?
Look how fast the clouds are moving.
I hope it comes out on the...
It's like those really dark grey clouds are moving so quickly.
Yeah.
What I think about this is I'm getting really tired of it. First of all, it's like super dark in the morning and it's sunset currently at 4:30. So starting from like 4 o'clock it kind of like gets dark already, and then around 5 it's pitch black and you can't even see anything anymore. And with the weather being like this, you've seen like the dark grey clouds, it doesn't really like get bright during the day at all anymore. It's very depressing and really frustrating because it doesn't really make me want to leave the house anymore. Just because it's just raining and dark and everything.
We did get invited to go to a Christmas market. I think it's like a couple of hours away, hour and a half, 2 hours away.
Yeah, it's the only one that's inside because it's underground. But gone.
An underground Christmas market. Had some kind of specialist kind of, was it like mulled wine or glue vine?
Well, it's because it's in the wine cellar, right? So obviously there's a lot of wine there that they make in the region. And they use their wine to make their own homemade white wine for the Christmas market. So it sounded really nice, but it's like a good hour and a half drive away from here, and especially because it's inside today and it's only open on the weekends, and today is Saturday, I'm sure it would be absolutely packed. So, and then...
So we're looking at other ones to go to potentially next week or something like that.
Yeah.
Thing is, like as before, on Sundays, some Christmas markets aren't even open on Sundays, or if they are, then the shops are closed. So you know, it's that kind of balancing thing. But we're having a lovely time driving to the shops. All done. Shopping experience for the day's over. The main shopping thing here is, I don't know if you saw that, Aldi. Now for anyone that's watching in England, you might think, oh, Aldi. But over here in Europe, Aldi and Lidl, if you didn't know, are like legit good supermarkets. Same as like a Sainsbury's or a Tesco, I don't know, or something like that, back at home. Look, you can see it there. What a fun day out.
Well, also it's like a much more proper shop here. It's much more organized because in Aldi, when there's like stuff on offer, people just tend to just take everything out of the shelves and put it everywhere, and then people just don't clean it up. So it's not that nice of a shop in England. Also, I think because like stuff is so cheap, because they have their own brand, so it's like off-brand, so they can produce everything really cheap. So it's a bit different. So it's like all the people that want to really save some money go there. I don't know.
It's actually not too bad, and they've got some pretty good deals in there, in the sense of like genuinely good stuff. So we're on the way back now, back for lunch, and yeah, stay inside for the rest of the day probably. So here's some more footage of the journey. If you're wondering if it's still raining, it is still raining. It's getting pretty boring now, if I'm honest. Right. Well, it's just me tonight again. Carolyn's upstairs, but she's kind of stuck in some kind of girl chick flick movie type thing. Don't know what it's about. So I'm down here cooking, making some dinner. We've got some kind of tomatoey spicy thing like this. There's some pasta. All it is tomatoes with spices and some herbs, some onions and things like that. I've mixed two pastas together as well, which can be quite controversial. People don't really like that. But yeah, that's about it really. Before I go, a couple of things we picked up in Asda, which we don't have. First one we don't have in England. So some people in London might have heard of this, might have seen this. So this stuff is called Maggi, and you put this on like cheese and eggs. It's kind of like a flavor enhancer kind of thing, like a natural one. Basically, it's like MSG in a bottle, and it makes everything just so amazing. We also picked up, I mean, it's not Pringles. They're like Fringles, fake Pringles, or Gringles, German Pringles. That's a thing, could be. But that's about it really. So, I mean, once again, we couldn't really do much because of the weather. It's essentially like a 1 or 2 week long storm that's been going on. But made the most of it, making some dinner, and that's about it. So, thanks for watching again. It's pretty much the end of the video. I'll say thanks and see you later for me and Carolyn. I'll find out how that film or whatever it is went. See if it was worth it. But yeah, thanks for watching again, guys, and same time tomorrow.